And a lot of times at Tony's event, there are many things that are at play. I have to schedule, so to show up. That's the important part. All right. So before we start, let's ask for blessings to the Divine Supreme One, Divine Father, Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers. To my teacher, Master Swakok Sweet Mahaguji Mailing, we thank you for divine light, divine love. Thank you for your mercy, compassion. Thank you for healing light and divine protection. We thank you in full faith, and so it is. All right. So just a little bit of inspiration. One things I read, well, driving over here, it was rain, and I was meditating on it. Confucius said, "A violent wind does not last a whole morning. A sudden rain does not last the whole day." Let's do this again. A violent wind does not last a whole morning. A sudden rain does not last for the whole day. And so, what is the lesson here? Oftentimes, when certain things happen that we're not very fond of, we go nuts, right? And I remember many years ago, just to kind of put things in proper perspective, one time there was a little crisis, and I remember calling my teacher. That time there was no email, but this is like, 20-some years ago. So I go, Master, this is happening, so on. He goes, relax. Could you imagine? You're stretching out of your mind. He goes, relax. Then, instead of answering my question, he goes, you see, if there's a typhoon, you don't try to stop the typhoon. We're from the Philippines, so, there are typhoons, right? If there's a typhoon, you don't try to stop the typhoon. You observe, let the typhoon pass, then you move on with your life. I sit there and go like, easy for you to say. Then I meditate and go, he's right. Whatever that crisis at that time, me going crazy over it, not going to fix anything. I already did whatever safeguards I need to do. I did whatever else I could already. Me going crazy is not going to help. That's why he said, observe and watch a typhoon pass by. The typhoon cannot go on forever. Just watch the typhoon pass by and go on with your life. And so that is a reminder. Basically, Confucius said, a violent wind does not last for a whole morning. A sudden rain does not last the whole day. Translation, whatever you're going through, this too shall pass. And that's very interesting to remind ourselves, because look at it this way, this thing with the pandemic, with the coronavirus. I remember March 2020. People are going crazy. Oh, you hear on one side, you go, oh, it's just a cold, it'll go away. And then you hear some people says, no, it's not going to go away. And you're sitting there in uncertainty, right? And it lasted longer. At some point, people are going to go, is this going to go on forever? And then you think everything's gone. It's quieted down. Boom, you have another variant, right? You guys remember that? It went from the original variant, then went to, what the heck was that? It was Alpha, I think, and then went to Delta, and then Omicron, and so on and so on. And people going, is this going to end? Well, at least based on what we know now, everywhere else in the world, the cases are going down. And I remember what the Buddha said, everything is subject to change. Everything is subject to change. Whatever crisis you're going through, whatever difficulty, challenges you're having right now, is not going to last forever. It can't. It just doesn't. It violates the law of change. And it's not your opinion of change, not my opinion of change. It's the law of change. You can't handle it, you're screwed. Basically, you're going to suffer. And that's why I think one of the deepest lessons the Lord Buddha taught at that time is as simple as the Four Noble Truths. There is suffering in life. What are the causes of this suffering? This suffering can end. How do you end it? So when we're swimming in the challenge, the difficulty, the pain, you go, man, this is the longest day of my life, the longest 5 seconds, whatever it is, right? But that's exactly the point. Whether you like it or not, the river of time continues to flow. The river of time continues to flow. And we shared this with you before. space-time. It's not just time, it's space and time. You're going to meet someone tomorrow. Well, first of all, tomorrow, you're giving a temporal factor, time. And you say, okay, I'll meet you tomorrow at 11 a.m., for example. The next question they're going to ask you is where? Because you always need those two. Make sense? So that's how we said. That's what we always said. Like, if you're not doing anything with your life, time passes you by because time doesn't stop. But in the big picture, this so-called time that continues to flow is also your best friend when you're having challenges or difficulties and pain in your life. Because as that time flows, right, it continues, it doesn't stop. Whatever is going on in your life that's unpleasant, that too will change. Do you see the value of this teaching? So you don't have to keep suffering? Make sense? In other words, when things are not doing well or they're not going your way, you're having problems, it won't last forever. It might feel like it, but it won't last forever. Because there's this river of time continues to flow. Now it's here, then it's here, then it's here, then it's there. That's why they have a saying, time heals all wounds. To a certain extent. Whether this lifetime, past lifetime, next lifetime, right? Now, you also have to realize what the Lord Buddha taught. The opposite is true. That's why he emphasized one of the major causes of suffering is the unrealistic expectation that a favorable event will continue. Now, I know some of you are like, whoa, I'm a positive person. I don't believe in that positive thinking crap. That negative thinking crap. Sorry, wrong crap. But it goes both ways. Just because you don't believe it doesn't mean it's going to change. It's not going to happen. You know, that's why I meet people who are, let's just say, positive thinkers, but they're out of touch with reality. You know, you listen to them, no, I don't believe in that stuff. I go, all right, go suffer. The idea is to realize, okay, everything is subject to change. Bad times will not always be bad times. But you also have to realize, good times will not always be good times. You don't like it? Go suffer. I know it sounds harsh. It is what it is. But the smart thing to do is say, okay, bad times will not always be bad. So no matter what you're going through difficulty, you just have to be smart about it. Go, everything is subject to change. A violent wind will not last all morning or all day. A sudden rainstorm is not going to last 40 days and 40 nights like it did in Noah's time. So whatever you're going through, that too shall pass. You mean so far? Now, on the positive side, same thing. Whatever is doing well, always know in your back of your mind, this is not permanent. However, here's the beautiful thing about it. I've shared with you this many, many times. It's the same message during the Wesak that we share. Even though everything is subject to change, and you cannot control change, you can control how your system works with that change. You understand? In other words, you have the ability. Okay, let me back up. I know this is already talking about the Lord Buddha's teaching, but it's interconnected. I want to give it context. There's law of change, there's law of cycles. You know, morning, night, and so on. There's the different seasons, banking seasons, money season, whatever season. You know, the cycles. So you have those cycles, and you have the law of change. So these two alone, it's impossible for anything to be permanent. However, there's this other law, which you and I know, called the law of consequence or the law of karma, which most people think, oh yeah, you talk about karma, man, I'm screwed, that's my destiny. No, it's the other way around. Of these three things, law of change, law of cycles, the law of consequence of law of karma is the one you and I actually have a say on. Okay? Because you have the ability to change your own cause or seed that you plant to create a different effect. So, you know, okay, there's always going to be change. There's always going to be cycles. Knowing that, walking in, you go, okay, so let me improve my odds. As I generate good karma, even though there's change, whatever I'm going through, if it's bad, it'll change to something good. Watch this. If something's doing well, I know I can't change it. It's going to change. And conditions are not always going to be favorable. However, But if I have good karma, what I can do is these conditions that are good, that I know will not be permanent, they'll be changed. All I gotta do is make it better. The change is still there. The cycle is there, still there. So you get the best of both worlds. That is the, let's just say, the value of spiritual teachings. People in the world suffer because they're ignorant or they're in denial of these spiritual truths. They get stuck with religion. They get stuck with this is this, and they go like that. They don't realize, look, it's as simple as this. Everything in the universe is subject to change. Everything is subject to law of cycles. Just like the planet doesn't sit still, it rotates. Just like it doesn't stay in one place, it revolves around the sun, right? Just like the solar system doesn't sit still, it moves around in this cluster of solar systems around the Milky Way galaxy, the galaxy, and so on and so on. You get the idea? Everything is subject to change and cycles. The only thing you and I have some level of control is the amount of input we put into the system. So if you have good karma, that good karma allows you, listen to this carefully, if you have good karma, that good karma allows you to soften the blow of whatever the negative cycle is. Make sense? If you have good karma, when things are doing well, you can make what's doing the favorable situation even better. Make sense? Now watch this. If a person has negative karma, they will make a bad situation worse and change to something even worse. Remember, law of change, law of cycles? And then, when the situation is good, it won't last. Because their negative karma would what? Will drag it down. So, the pricelessness of the teachings is as simple as this. Forget everything else you've learned so far. Just listen to this. This will be a foundation. The way my teacher explained it is, the law of karma is actually a spiritual technology to create, you can write this down, to create and navigate your future. When he said future, he was very, very broad. It could be your financial future, your emotional relationship future, karmic future, whatever future. That's the part you and I, as the soul, go back to the same teaching, you and I are the soul, we are, or I am, right? Each of you are an I am. I am a spiritual being, watch this, that have a physical tool, an emotional tool, and a mental tool. It's just like I got a hammer, I got a saw, I got a screwdriver. What I create is dependent on how well I use these three tools. Whether I make a terrible furniture, good furniture, whatever it is I'm creating with these tools, is dependent on how I utilize them. Make sense? So you go back to I'm the soul, I'm the spiritual self, I control the body, the emotions, thought. These are my vehicles or tools. And with these, either I screw it up completely and generate negative karma, right? Which will what? Law of change will change for the worse. Whatever is good will not get better. Whatever is worse will get even worse. Or if you use the same tools you have and generate good karma, you can take something that's unfavorable, make it turn towards the favorable. When things are doing well, you make it much better. You don't need to read 20,000 spiritual books. Go meditate in the Himalayas for 1,000 years. It's common sense. But people don't like it. They want to make it complicated. They want, I need to read 1,000 pages of old sutras. Anyway, go for it, man. I'm not that patient. That's why you've heard me say this before. Patience. You heard the saying, patience is a virtue. I agree. Just not mine. Patience. Somebody else's virtue. Because it's that simple. I know some of you going, is it really? Yeah, I think so. That's how I've been living my life. And I look back at the difficult times in my life, or the ones I screwed up, is because I used my tools incorrectly. When I use the tools properly, that's when things became better. Now, you go, well, how does that relate to the war in Ukraine and Russia? How does that this and okay, I'll be very direct with you. I'll share this with you. Some of you, after I say this, probably won't come back. And I'm fine with that. At least I can sleep at night telling you what based on what my teacher said, is true. Some of you will have a deeper lesson. Okay? It's as simple as this. I've had people in class, they sit there and go, yeah, but this thing about karma and everything, well, what happens when this country fights this country? When this planetary karma, when we were in Atlantis and this and that. I go, yeah. And, well, how does that play into this karmic thing? I really want to understand it. I'm going, how's your life doing? They go, what? How's your life doing? How are your finances? How's your health? How's your relationship? How this, how's that? By the time I'm done, their life is a big, fat mess. They're worried about fixing the planet. They're worried about what country in this country, being an activist and all that, when their life is a big, fat mess. Don't you think it makes more sense for you to put your attention and your brain cells in trying to fix your life and trying to fix the whole planet? I know some of you going, that's too harsh. Okay, bye. Go find another teacher. Can I handle it? I don't want you. I don't. Because I want people who can handle spiritual truths that are applicable in their life. You start worrying about, but this politician, this. You know what I think to that? That's your opinion. How am I using this for my life? You're worrying about everybody else, but your life is a mess. You know what you're doing? You're just kind of distracting yourself, having to fix your life. That's that. Very simple. Now you go, whoa, but the karma of Russia and Putin and doing all this stuff. Well, obviously, whoever is initiating it and hurting people, they will have to live on their karma. But me crying, screaming, yelling, and my life is a big fat mess, ain't helping that. What do? Okay, we try to align our lives with what's right. We do these meditations to project love, healing energy, and so on, and blast the crown chakra with so much light. Hopefully, it spiritually slaps them around, wakes them up spiritually, so they say, hey, stop doing dumb things. That's the best we can do. But you don't focus so much on outside when your life is rotting. Doesn't make sense. That's why I remember many years ago, my teacher, he would look, would observe the students. That's the thing with my teacher. I wish all of you would have met. Anyway, I love my teacher so much. He would observe. And one thing I really love is he observes. You have students getting into, but master, you have this and that. And he's in class, he goes, very interesting. Then when we're talking in private, he goes, this person is trying to fix the world, trying to protect this and protect that. They can't even fix their life. Anyway, what can you do? That's all he tells me. I'm going, okay, I better remember, instead of being so righteous and trying to fix the world, how's my life? Then you have people who like to quote stuff. Well, according to Guru this, according to Saint this, and then they quote everything else. So therefore, according to this teacher, that country should do this. I'm going, and same thing. You look at the person whose lips are moving. How's their life? If it's a mess, whatever it is saying has no value. Period. Again, I know after this, some of you don't want to come back because you're too harsh, but well, whatever. Me gonna do what me gonna do because that's how my teacher teaches me. Straight to the point. Clear? So you have to understand these things. Now, when are we going to meditate? We'll meditate when I want to meditate. So, whatever. Listen carefully. It is very important that you realize there are laws in the universe. If we're in harmony with these laws in the universe, your life will be good. If you rebel against those laws, you're screwed. Period. It is what it is. You can't live with it, go suffer. So the value of learning spiritual teachings is to have the inside scoop. What are these laws in the universe? How do I use them in order to make my life better? And as my life is better, I can be a better instrument to serve others. Period, period, period. Tattoo that to your soul. That's it. Let's meditate now, okay? I know some of you ain't getting, when are we going to meditate? We'll leave. You're impatient? Leave. That's it. Because a lot of times I do this, I see people, when are we going to meditate? You talk too much. I go, you have a finger that you can press quit or stop or leave. Exercise your right to use your finger. Sayonara. Shall we? To the Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, we humbly ask for your blessings. To all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers, we thank you for your great blessings. Thank you for this opportunity to be of service. Thank you for your love, your kindness, your healing energy. To my teacher, Master Tokok Sui Mahagu Jumailing, I personally ask for blessings in full faith, so be it. All right, tap your crown with your right hand. Put your hand like this. I am that. I am. I'm not the body. I'm not the emotions. I'm not the thoughts. I am the soul. I am a spiritual being of divine intelligence, divine love, and divine power. I am that. The soul, the spiritual self. I, the spiritual self, control the body, the emotions, the thoughts. I am that. That am I. I am connected in one to my higher soul. I am connected in one with the divine spirit, the divine spark in me. I am a child of God. I am one with God. I am one with all. There is only oneness. And so it is. We are one. Now imagine all of us beings of light are inside the greater being of light, the sun. Not the physical sun, but the spiritual essence of God in the sun. See, we are one. Open your hands in blessing. Visualize the earth in front of you. Fill the earth with beautiful pink light. And let that pink light just narrow down to the air of Ukraine and Russia. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Wherever there's hatred anywhere in the world, especially in that area of Ukraine and Russia, let me sow unconditional love. Where there's injury, let me sow pardon and forgiveness. Where there's doubt, let me sow faith. Where there's despair, let me sow hope. Bless all the Ukrainian people with hope and with faith and a better tomorrow. So be it. With God, all is possible. So be it. Bless the entire country with brilliant light and divine protection. So be it. Where there is darkness, let me sow light. And where there is sadness, let me sow joy. Just say our hearts are one. And in this oneness, may every person, every being in Ukraine, Russia, and the surrounding areas be blessed with love and kindness. So be it. So be it, and so it is. So be it. Now be aware of your heart. Take a deep breath. Be aware of your crown. Exhale. Fill the earth with golden light. Just say, our souls are one. our spirits are one. We're one with God. We're one with God's presence in the sun. Now fill the earth with golden light. Let the golden light just pour down toward the entire earth, and let the energy just focus on Ukraine and Russia. From the heart of God, through our soul and through our entire being, may every person, every being in Ukraine and Russia be blessed with God's unconditional love and kindness. Let all be blessed with inner peace and inner healing. So be it. Fill the earth with so much golden light, and let that golden light just concentrate in a brilliant beam on Ukraine, creating a powerful, powerful shield of light around all the people. So be it. Especially the civilians. From the heart of God, may all be blessed. Every person, every being in Ukraine and Russia be blessed with unconditional love and kindness. Visualize all the military dropping their weapons, reconciling with each other, knowing we're all spiritual brothers and sisters. So be it. Let there be peace. Let there be kindness to each other. Let there be divine order. So be it. So be it. Just be still. Allow the divine energy to continue flowing. Now be aware of your heart and crown. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Imagine golden light even brighter than before, just pouring down on the planet. Now focus it on the Russian leaders. Fill them with intense, intense golden light. Let it transmute any anger, any type of aggression, greed, thirst for power. May all of them be transmuted into love and kindness towards all, especially Ukraine. So be it. From the center of the heart of the solar logos, let all the Russian leaders be blessed with love, with kindness. Soften their anger and their aggression by literally dissolving and melting it with unconditional love. From the center of the heart of the solar logos, from the center of the heart of God, may all the Russian leaders be blessed with love and kindness. So be it. Let us all direct our energies in a brilliant, brilliant beam of light to all the Russian leaders. Fill them with golden light, transmuting any anger, any aggression, any greed, any thirst for power. Transmute it into light, into love, into kindness and compassion. So be it. So be it. So it is. Be still. Now let that golden light spread throughout the whole of Russia, all the people, especially the military, and let it spread throughout Ukraine, the entire region. From the center of the heart of God, may every person, every being in this region be blessed with love and kindness. Let all of them be blessed with inner healing and divine connection. May all be blessed with understanding, with harmony, with goodwill, and especially the willingness to do good. So be it. So be it. And so it is. Now be still, hold that pipeline, and let God's blessing just pour into Ukraine, Russia, and all the surrounding areas. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Fill the entire region with brilliant golden light. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om. Now put your hands down. Be still. Just imagine a brilliant light floating above your head. Look at that light and listen. Om. Allow your awareness to just drift into that space. Om. Om. Be still. Be aware of the inner stillness, the inner peace, and just simply let go. Let things be now. Gently, slowly Come back to your body. Gently move your fingers, move your toes. Gently and slowly come back. Okay, raise your hands again. This time we'll use the energy to bless our loved ones and family and friends. Visualize them in front of you, fill them with golden light. May all of them be blessed with good health, with happiness, with abundance and prosperity, and with spirituality. So be it. Bless your job, your career with success, with progress, with lots of abundance and prosperity. So be it. Now be aware of your feet and the base of your spine. Let's get grounded. I know some of you are floating. Let our beloved Mother Earth be blessed with divine light, divine love, and divine power. Let our beloved Mother Earth and all her children, all of creation, be blessed, be healed, regenerated, and revitalized. Blessings be to all. So be it, and so it is. To the Divine Supreme One, Divine Father, Mother, thank you. To all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers, thank you. To my teacher, Master Chokok Sui Mahaguji Main, thank you. In full faith, and so it is. Okay, hope you have a good meditation. You're welcome to leave me some comments to see if you're off the floor yet. So tonight, or the second part of Anchor the Light, should be on time again. But I'm planning it to be 9 p.m. Florida time, which is 6 p.m. California time. All right, so I hope you learned something. Again, whatever you're going through, it will change. Just simple as that. Good times, not so good times. So the most important part of the lesson is as simple as this. If it's not doing well, it will change. If it's doing well, you make it better. It's up to you. That's that. Namaste. Thank you for allowing me to serve you. And we'll see you in tonight. I haven't had a chance to calculate the time. All right. Take good care. God bless. And we'll see you later.